Hi everyone, welcome to Carmen's Australian Storytime. Today we're going to read a book by another one of my favourite authors. Yes, I said it again. This is Oliver Jeffers' book on how to catch a star. Oliver Jeffers writes the books and draws the pictures as well, so he's the author and the illustrator. The blurb on the back is not going to tell us very much. All it says is, once there was a boy, and the boy loved stars very much. Do you like the stars in the sky? I like them too, but I don't know if I'd want to do what this boy wants to do with them. Once there was a boy, and the boy loved stars very much. Every night the boy watched the stars from his window and wished he had one of his very own. I've heard of lots of people wishing on a star but not wishing to own a star. He dreamed how this star might be his friend. They would play hide and go seek and take long walks together. Have you ever heard of this before? I don't know about a star taking a walk. The boy decided he would try to catch a star. He thought that getting up early in the morning would be best, because then the star would be tired from being up in the sky all night. That's a pretty good plan, I guess. So the next day he set out at sunrise, but he could not see a star anywhere. He sat down and waited for one to appear. Can you use your prior knowledge? What happened to the stars? Why did they disappear? The super scientists out there know that the Earth's rotating, isn't it? And that for 12 hours we have the sunshine, and then the sun goes down and the moon comes up with the stars for the next 12 hours, doesn't it? So he didn't set his alarm clock for early enough, did he? He waited, and he waited, and he ate lunch. Yum, looks like a delicious sandwich. And he waited, and after dinner, he waited some more. Finally, just before the sun was about to go away, he saw a star. The boy tried to jump up and grab it, but he could not jump high enough. So very carefully he climbed to the top of the tallest tree that he could find, but the star was still way out of reach. The stars are up in the galaxy, aren't they? They're not even on the Earth. He thought he might lasso the star with the lifebelt from his father's boat, but it was much too heavy for him to carry. I don't think he's going to be able to throw that one up high enough into the air, do you? It's a good plan. He thought he could fly up in his spaceship and just grab the star, but his spaceship had run out of petrol last Tuesday when he flew to the moon. I think he's got a very good imagination. Do you think he really could fly his spaceship to the moon? I'm having a connection to when we made a big spaceship in one of my preschools where I worked, and you could hop inside it and pretend to fly. We even used boxes and made space helmets so that we could pretend when we landed we could walk on the moon in our spacesuits. Super fun. Perhaps he could get a seagull to help him fly up into the sky to reach his star. Okay, do you ever go to the beach and talk to the seagulls? Do they talk back to you? I don't know about this plan either. But the only seagull he could find didn't want to help at all. No, seagulls are all about food, aren't they? The boy thought he would never catch a star. Just then he noticed something floating in the water. It was the prettiest star he had ever seen. Just a baby star. It must have fallen from the sky. Oh, who's a super scientist and know why he can see the star in the water? What's happening? That's right, it's reflecting, isn't it? It's shining down and it looks like the stars in the water, but it's not really. He tried to fish the star out with his hands, but he couldn't reach it. Then he had an idea. The star might wash up on the shore. He ran back along the jetty to the beach. Then he waited and waited. He's very patient. And watched and waited. Oh no, he's waiting again. And sure enough, the star washed up on the bright golden sand. Do you really think the star from the sky washed up on the sand? Do you know what you find in the ocean that might look like a star in the sky? You're right, maybe he's found a starfish, not a star from the sky. He's very happy though. The boy had caught a star of his very own. There he is, sitting in his lounge room with his star, reading a book to it. Well, that's a funny story. And there's a picture of Oliver Jeffers when he was little. Thank you for joining Carmen's Australian Storytime. And I hope that you don't try and fly up in a spaceship to catch a star. Maybe you could go to the beach like he did and see if you can find a starfish in the water. All right, I look forward to reading to you again soon. Bye for now.